It's the Rundown, September 4th. Dave's out in Indy, so it's me, Riggs, and Big Cat. Today's Rundown is brought to you by DirecTV. Sunday Ticket is back. NFL Sunday Ticket is here for all your out-of-market games. We got a lot of people here who were dragged to New York. You can watch your Saints.
Saints, baby.
You watch your Saints. You got your Bears. Everybody trying to watch the out-of-market games. Sunday Ticket is the best way to go. You can watch it on all your favorite devices, from Xbox and PlayStation to Roku, your Chromecast, your laptop, your tablets, your phone, everything. Go to NFLSundayTicket.tv. Use the promo code Barstool18, and you will get 15% off. That's NFLSundayTicket.tv. Promo code Barstool18. We start with Nike and Colin Kaepernick. Nike dropping a bomb with the new Colin Kaepernick ad. Stand for something, even if it means you sacrifice anything. I mean, just gasoline on the fire. We got a bunch of literally gasoline on the fire. We got a bunch of angry white people burning their Nikes. The NFL is probably like, fuck. Not that the situation was really gone by any means, but I mean, right on the eve of football, it was very calculated, very conniving in a lot of ways. Where do we go? Big Cat, what do you got?
First of all, I think it's an overreaction. Like, I don't think it's as big of a deal.
You think that's overreaction?
Yeah, all right.
People on Twitter?
Dave's blog was pretty spot on. Nike doesn't care about Colin Kaepernick sitting for the anthem. They don't care about any of this stuff. They care about money.
Yep.
They care about cool factor.
Yep.
They are not, advertising for the people who have decided to not watch the NFL because Colin Kaepernick disrespects the flag.
They're advertising for a cool "Just Do It" slogan. It's very cool to say stand for something. Correct. It means everything. Like, done.
What I don't understand, there's a couple things I don't understand. One, people who burn shoes. You are the fucking dumbest people in the world because you've already paid for your shoes, and now you're burning them. And if you care so much about the veterans and the troops, like the homeless population is disproportionately veterans and troops.
Yep.
Maybe donate those shoes, you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Like actually do something.
Dude, at the end of the day, none of this ever has to do with the issues at hand.
No.
It has to do with how loud you can scream on Twitter.
It doesn't do with the anthem.
You're not actually thinking about the anthem. You're not actually thinking about police brutality. You're not thinking about the troops. You're just trying to make a point online. Number
two, the people that I really don't understand. And listen, I think this whole thing is crazy. Like, I'm just ready for football. I'm gonna wear the shoes I want to wear. I don't care what the marketing is, one way or the other. I'm gonna wear what's comfortable and I like. But the Britt McHenry, Clay Travis, people who constantly say outrage culture is killing America.
And then get so outraged.
And then they do the exact thing that they blame. And there are stupid liberals that do this, and it's fucking annoying when stupid liberals find problematic tweets and then tweet at New York Times you gotta fucking fire this person. Those people suck. But Clay Travis tweeting at Nike being like, how are you gonna answer this? That's the exact same thing.
Absolutely.
Everyone's fucking brain is broken. Everyone's a moron. Everyone's a fuking baby. Just shut the fuck up. Football is back. I'm sick of it.
I mean, I've been going. It's fucking tough, right? Because on one end, you're like, why would they alienate whatever it is, 20, 30% of people that are like, fuck Nike, all that. It seems risky. It seems on the other side, Nike is fucking everywhere right now. It's everywhere. Everything you just talked about, those couple people that are going to be rattled or whatnot, are they driving more, or are they losing more business than they're going to drive with all these people that are like, Nike's the most heroic company of all time? Meanwhile, at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck. Dave nailed that in his blog. You nailed it just now. They clearly do not give a fuck.
They have done so much goddamn research on this to think that they just willy-nilly...
They predicted everything.
People they probably had a scenario for if everybody burns stuff, if half the people burn stuff, if this many people... They've thought it all out. They're the biggest fucking company in the world.
I guess it's tough because does Nike really need to stir shit up? They're Nike.
Yes, no, they need to be. No, Dave. With Dave's part of the blog that was completely true is when you are the big guy, when you're the big bad boy on the block, to have that cool factor is very tough to keep. Bro. You've seen what's happened with Adidas.
But
going
Adidas,
Nike.
I mean,
ESPN struggles with it all the time now.
So I guess I didn't was Nike considered not cool?
No, I think what happens is
right
when
now
you're the biggest.
A lot more. They're the biggest, but Adidas has stolen a big fucking chunk of market share. There was an article the other day that basically was saying for the first time ever, Kanye and musical lifestyle artists are more influential than athletes.
Right.
Nike's heavy athletes. They're not uncool, but Adidas has the cool factor more so. But what you saw yesterday, did you see how many fucking cool ass athletes reposted that tweet?
They're all
that ad?
And you just
Odell
feel-
Beckham and everybody who's cool. I mean,
it's
yeah,
also
you
the
might, you might
illusion.
be alienating rednecks who love the fucking anthem, but when you got every young athlete who's black or down with the cause being like, this is fucking awesome,
It's actually
you're not going to lose.
It's actually kind of like ESPN trying to do a show with us, because it's like you're not basically saying like this, we're going to become Barstool. They're like, let's co-opt
wanna
a
get a
little
little
bit of this
piece. Yeah.
like edgy, like bad boy thing that's going on over here and counterculture, and we can basically be this like huge, enormous company, but also have this like rebel streak that
like-
we've missed.
And I really think, I mean, how many athletes do you think are against Colin Kaepernick versus how many are down with it?
Right.
Yeah, a lot more.
Like, I think
a
you're
lot
going to
more
keep
with
it a
him.
lot of your athletes
And
happy.
I mean, like I said, like at first I was like, this is fucking peculiar. Like, why drum all this shit up? But then now, I mean, they've even put themselves against the NFL, basically, which has come out and said, we don't.
And
want
everybody
kneeling
hates
and all
the
that.
NFL.
Right. So if you're pitting yourself, like it is
I
more
love
and more.
the NFL
It is
still.
more and more genius, which is.
Gonna say that.
I guess, I mean, it makes sense. Of
Yeah.
course, they're going to have a whole fucking team that's going to know exactly what they're doing, that's going to calculate all the results. So it is. I'm like, I was, this morning, even like when I talked to the cousins, and even cousin Mike was like, nope, I trust they've got all those people. They just know what they're doing. I mean, I guess
they might take
it's
a
right.
short-term hit. There might be a little bit of a dip.
Their
There
stock
might be
was
some
down like
problems.
2
But it
or
was.
3%
But
this
did
morning,
you
but it
see
was
that
like-
it was because of
Right,
NAFTA?
right.
Yeah,
So
it's
people were
not
like
even-
freaking out.
Adidas
I mean,
is down the exact same amount.
Adidas, Adidas didn't fully co-sign it, but like Kanye came out and did his whole Trump thing, and there was a freak out from people being like, I'm never buying Adidas again, and then it just stopped. And I know what Nike did by co-signing it is a bigger deal, but it's all these people in the moment who the next pair of Jordans that drop, the next LeBrons that drop, the next whatever, people are still gonna fucking
See,
buy it.
that's like it happened. Everyone just goes insane on Twitter. I don't give a fuck about all those people. Now just get me to the idiots doing stupid videos like
Burning.
that guy who cut his socks.
The socks was
Bro, your
incredible.
socks are just like drooping down now.
There
They
is
The
suck.
socks are right
There
here.
is
This
nothing
is where
more
socks are.
infuriating
You're an
than
idiot.
socks that don't fall
Your
down.
socks-
That guy just tortured himself.
Socks are scrunched up
And-
right
and-
here in the middle.
2
of
minutes
the
And it
later,
looked
he
like
was
he
like,
chewed through it.
2 minutes later, he was like, that was the
Fucking-
dumbest thing I've ever done. I'm like, why did I do that?
The socks was my favorite thing
It's the people
ever.
smashing their Keurigs.
Yeah.
People taking like $200 coffee machines and throwing them off their balcony like
Okay.
as an own.
Yeah.
It's the
Already bought
funniest
those,
video.
too.
Yeah, they really.
So
did
I'm ready
not
for
think
that.
through.
I'm ready for that
That
phase.
that tweet too. My sound man just did this. Get ready, Nike. Millions upon millions of people are gonna fucking cut their socks.
Yeah. Yeah, millions of
Nike's
people are gonna be
Nike's
so
gonna
pissed.
be just fine. There might be some short-term hits. It's gonna be drama, but to think that this is like the end of Nike or something.
Also, I've always loved Nike. They stuck with Tiger. A lot of other
Yeah.
companies.
There we go. True. Gatorade
Fuck Gatorade.
didn't. Body Armor, our guys.
Yeah.
Would never
Fuck
have left.
Gatorade, Body Armor,
If
way
they existed,
better.
they wouldn't have left Tiger.
Never. Who would abandon that guy?
The NFL is obviously this weekend. Very strategic timing from Nike, but we are on the verge of football over the weekend. Big move for the Bears, which I
Oh,
let
what's
myself.
that, Tommy? What was that?
I gave like a yell.
No, you gave it. That was.
No, I mean.
No, he was being.
I didn't see it. What was
He
I
was
would
like,
like-
Show me.
it's
Yeah.
not that.
No,
he was
what?
like,
It was
Oh, that's a big deal.
it's
It's
not
a big
that
move.
big.
I agree. That's why I made the big like.
Yeah, that was not
I
the
think
same.
you're backtracking, Smokes.
Yeah.
I
That
think you
was
got
Yeah,
caught.
different.
I mean, it's a very
That
good
was
deal.
different.
Yeah,
That little
very
thing
big
was
deal.
very different.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to
Okay.
say.
You're a fraud. I let myself. I just read so many Jets articles and followed so many beat writers that were like, the Jets are gonna get this done. That
Yo.
I just penciled it in my head.
Watching you try to talk your way out of how you didn't want Khalil Mack, I was just watching myself in
Yeah.
an alternate world.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
wait,
exactly what I'd be
No,
doing right
listen,
now.
no, I was down with him. I think people who say that cost is too steep are, I mean, for 2 picks,
Yeah.
you're not.
Also,
especially
the
Jets.
Bears and the Jets stink at
the Jets.
drafting.
I guarantee that the next 2 picks,
Yeah.
the Jets combined,
Right.
will not be as effective as Khalil
Right.
Mack. I know the
overheard-
price is steep, but
I overheard Big Cat in his corner saying he's genuinely excited for
Oh,
the Bears.
like I was thinking about it. Like, when was the last time? Like, I'm always excited for the Bears, but when was the last time I was like I cannot wait for Sunday?
Yo,
It's been like 3 years.
when you got yourself, so hopefully a quarterback and a defensive
Yeah.
monster, you have both sides kind of set. If nothing
It's-
else, those 2 things are fun to watch.
It all still comes down to Mitch, but it has been, probably from the first year of Trustman for me to be like, when I actually still thought he was good.
Trustman.
That, like, when I still was like, oh, this actually could work
We
out.
are so sad as football fans.
Yeah, it's
when you
been
say
that
things
long.
like that out loud, it's
Yeah.
like the same thing with me. Like, I haven't been this excited since Rex Ryan.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude, I mean, I whenever someone's like, what do you think the Bears? I'm like, yo, if we can just get to December and be in the still in the hunt,
Happy.
like that would be awesome. But I am very, very excited. Like it's still up to Mitch. He still has to be
As
the
always in
guy
this league.
because if he's not, then none of this works. But watching a good defense is so much fun.
And the way
I love
Khalil
watching
Mack
good
is handling
defense.
it, like he's just like, I don't really care. I'm just ready to play now.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. I'm just ready to kill
But
people.
there's nothing better than like being like I mean, obviously, this is what the Bears usually are because we just never have quarterbacks in offense. But just being like, I'd rather just punt the ball and watch my defense play because we'll have a better chance to score. I love
Marauding
watching
defense
that
is
football.
very fun to watch.
Yes, it is so much fun just being like, go ahead, try. We're just going to suffocate you.
I feel you. Saints defense.
Yeah.
is
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They
going
fly around.
to be stacked this year. Also, we're starting against Steve Che's Bucks.
Oh, boy.
Oh, big matchup.
little,
No
little week one
Jameis.
grudge match.
So
No Jameis.
my annual preview Saints season blog, I'm gonna just be all over the Bucks.
Are you guys maybe put a little something on the line?
Oh yeah, we'll have a little something on. I gotta talk to him. Coming off the holiday weekend, I gotta talk to Che. I gotta get in his kitchen a little bit. Also, in my early research.
Jay and the Bucks is so fucking funny.
Dude, it's the best. He gets so mad. He does. We do a Buck stat of the day on Evening Yak.
Yeah.
And we have to guess if it's true or false. And it's
That's
always
great.
just like it's 9 times out of 10 just a stat from their one Super Bowl. Which I guess I
mean,
can't really make
Jay
fun
is
of. Working
working
on
on,
Bears
like-
talk about, but
Jay
like,
is doing like his third mock draft for next draft.
Yeah,
I mean, he is
yeah.
so deep in the weeds with that team. It's unbelievable.
Is he gonna be firing off the breakdown, the X's and O's breakdowns again?
yeah,
Better
oh, yeah,
be.
he'll yeah.
With the can he do the highlights anymore? He's still like
No, he does. Yeah, he does the all
he does
22
like the
GIF.
frozen gifs
Yes.
and the zoom in and
Right.
the coloring.
Yeah,
and all
those
that
are
shit.
getting dangerous, but I think he can get away with it.
The Bucks GM just followed me like a couple weeks ago, and I
Oh,
texted
yeah?
him right away, and he lost his mind.
Came over to your
He
apartment.
was very, very excited.
What do you got on my Jets starting Sammy D?
I
Would
like
you-
it.
Yeah?
Dude,
I don't.
Okay.
I'm too scared. Fucking Minesh Mehta wrote an article being like, Jets fans, don't let the past like poison your brain for the future. I'm like, no, I'm going to let that happen because I can't let myself get burned again.
But you can't learn on the sideline. I
He
know.
Also, I mean, he is literally the youngest ever.
I know.
He just turned 21 in June.
But if he's
21!
Good, but here, I've kind of changed my perspective on
young.
this because I used to kind of be on your side where it's like, you don't want to ruin a guy, all this stuff.
If he's good, he's good.
If he's good, he's not
Yeah.
going to get ruined.
True,
Like,
but
if he's good, he's
I'll
going to
just say
overcome
this.
it.
For a franchise that is incredibly inept, in a city where the media is fucking horrific, and the team is very bad at handling the media, if this kid goes 0-3 with particularly bad play, the media starts feeding off him.
Who are your first 3 games?
I actually don't. I haven't even looked at the schedule, to be honest.
Tell us the first 3 games.
I feel like that is where things spiral real quick with the Jets.
Yeah.
Like.
At Lions, home against Miami, at Browns.
Those are
All
actually
right,
very
all right,
winnable
all right.
games.
So that
Yeah.
actually that does change things a little bit. I'm just saying that for they're not in win now mode. I don't think there's
They're
any
frisky.
reason.
They're frisky from last year. They are.
I mean, we like 2
They
minutes
played
ago.
for top
2
bowls.
minutes ago, we were so focused on the future. Let's tank. Let's get
Nah,
this pick. And
nah.
now all of a sudden, we need him
No,
to
but
start.
that's-
What's the harm with going McCown for the first fucking 6 games?
Because Josh
and then,
McCown is
and
Josh
then you-
McCown.
I know, but then
He's
you put
just
put
whatever.
Darnold in a situation where he's actually like, all right, this guy sucks. Now here comes Darnold. Right now, it's like all the pressure's on him to fail.
See, I mean, like Mike Glennon last year starting was like, what does this do? What does this do? I mean, Mitch Trubisky
But I don't know,
is
maybe-
not
Then,
maybe
I mean,
Mitch
McCown
is-
too. If they fucking start McCown, like you're not even gonna want to watch. So
But
who gives
but
a
that's
fuck?
that's a Jets thing to be like, we need to sell tickets, we need
Also,
to get headlines, we
if
need
you
to get
start
ratings.
McCown, he's going to get hurt in the first half, and Darnold's going to start anyway. play
Fine,
anyway.
but even that is like it'll be under the pretense of like he's coming to save the day sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't
That's where
supposed
I
to start.
would've-
So that's
yeah.
what you just need to do is just have McCown start for a quarter.
And then yes, come in. I just setting him up
Have him
right
fake an
now.
injury, like
Yeah,
he's-
right.
Although I
Oh, he
mean,
won't need to fake one.
Miami
He'll just,
and,
like,
and Cleveland
helicopter
in the
himself.
first 3 definitely helps things out, but. Everything was focused to the future, and now it seems a little premature.
Yeah,
it's
knowing-
exciting, but it's like, again, just wait a few games, and I
Knowing
think it
that
could change
schedule,
the.
though, I think that's the right call. Like if the
Maybe.
schedule
Set 'em up for the best possible
if
chance to win
if
against these
schedule-
shitty teams.
Yeah, the schedule been like Ravens, Patriots, Chargers, or something. You're
Right.
Like, okay, maybe not.
Especially like one fucking win will be.
Yeah, that's
Right.
well.
Be like,
That's
he's off
also
the
that's the other side of the coin is the Daily News will do their classic "A Star Is Born," and now all
Well-
the fucking pressure's on him again. This is not the city.
Part
This
of
is
the
not the
city,
team.
right?
This is why it's not going to work. But whatever. 9-7, here we come.
9-7 would be great.
Yeah, no, it'd be amazing. I think
I'd
like
say
9-7 is
9-7,
fucking
buddy.
pie in the sky.
9-7
bro.
would be
9-7 would be like
Just for
awesome.
9
borderline
and 7 over
impossible.
here. That'd be nice.
It's like goddamn
Win
Jets,
more
baby.
games than you lost.
College
a novel
football.
concept.
College football kicked off this weekend. Wisco's what, 4?
Yes.
Fourth?
Yes.
They beat the fuck out of whoever they
Yes,
played, right?
Western Kentucky.
Big L for Michigan.
Yeah, I would like to actually, because
On behalf of
Dave is
Dave?
too much of a coward to show on
This
days
is
after
like
his
20
team
years in a
loses.
row that Dave
Yeah.
has had a big loss of some sort and somehow
Tommy,
weaseled
come
out
on
of it.
up. Tommy, come up. I told Tommy, I prepped him. I
Your
said,
press
you were going to
release.
have to stand in place for Dave as the Michigan man.
Do
Can I
your
ask
dumb
one?
fucking
I
press
have-
release.
Can I ask one question first?
Yes.
Did you intentionally get that haircut because you're like, Dave had a bad weekend? I want to cheer him up with some new looks.
About every 3 or 4
Yeah.
weeks.
Daddy
That's
loves
a pretty fresh
Dave.
blue shirt, too.
Dave's
Yeah.
official statement on Michigan. We still control our own destiny. Just need
So
to
you
win
shared his
out.
tweet.
And also, yeah, it keeps him human.
What do you think?
Also, being defeated is temporary. Giving up is what makes it permanent.
Shut the fuck up,
That's
Tommy.
I got that up. Got that off Google Images.
So what do you think about Harbaugh, though?
Look, we control our own destiny. we win out.
What a
and
fucking
we're in the
loser
college football
quote.
playoff.
Like, come at,
This
you don't
just
come at the youngsters.
iron sharpens iron.
No part of you.
Oh,
believes
iron
what
sharpens
you're saying.
Iron sharpens iron. The best walkers
All right,
often
enough
fall
with
the
the
most.
goddamn cliches coming out of your mouth like shit.
You sound like an
I-
inspirational
I-
quote Instagram.
I was so pumped to be able to unleash Michigan Man memes and tweets and pictures right away. The fact that we had the crying Michigan Man face immediately. We had people photoshopping the sign that it was very satisfying. I almost wish it was a little later in the season and more heartbreaking, but I don't know. This is fucking.
They have a
it's-
tough schedule,
right?
so they still got a lot of games left.
Anything else college football?
I was at a
related?
wedding. How about that one? Which is
On the
tough.
first Saturday?
Yeah, I was kind of going back. First
Well,
Saturday.
did you really? Were you like them? Like you like the couple, or is it like?
Yes. No, big time. It's also, I will say, I'm coming around on long weekend, holiday weekend weddings because since we're all remote, basically, we all live here. It's like a reunion every time.
Yeah.
So if you treat it as like a vacation,
Yeah,
it's better
definitely.
as opposed to like a one-off.
Yep.
So I don't hate them as much, but it is.
It's just
tough
when
on the
they do
first
it-
fucking Saturday.
Labor Day is fine. Memorial Day is fine. It's like when people try to pull off like July 4th.
July
Yes,
4th.
like,
Like
the serious ones. That's when it gets tricky.
Or
These are just like
Thanksgiving weekend or like something like that. It's like, what are you doing?
Thanksgiving's tough.
Yeah.
Although
They're
I
saving
did
a shit ton of money is what they're doing.
Right.
correct, which I can't hate on that either. It's like who wants to be the
But I
asshole
almost
who
want
tells
them to
not
just say
save
that.
money?
If I got
Right.
an invitation that was like, we're broke and it's Memorial Day, sorry, I'd be like,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
I'm all in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try to spin it sometimes. But anyways, the only thing I was following was Dave, and the crying Michigan guy literally made me laugh out.
Yeah,
Yep.
I need some sort of hook with college football. I was tweeting about it this weekend. If you don't go to a football school and you don't gamble and you're from the Northeast, college football is tough. But Dave losing will always get my
Correct. That
always
was
get me
like what
going.
we were all rallying behind. I was like the Herb Brooks.
And he
that's all
lost
rallied behind
twice
the town,
because
everything.
he also said that he jumped off the Coach O bandwagon
Ooh.
right before LSU Miami. Big time,
Not
like
great.
Rico and him were talking about how Miami was going to beat LSU. Dave said
No,
Coach
sir.
O's dumb. I said, you guys are on the wrong side of history. Boom.
Yeah, there you
LSU,
go.
like, you just don't. Come on.
Don't fuck with LSU
Those
and
guys
Coach
are
O.
just different. They're different.
Well, his
like-
logic was like, he's not the interim coach, right?
Right, but it doesn't matter. That like LSU's defense, you could just like the year could be maybe 100 years from now, and LSU will just have the same team.
Yep.
And now they actually kind of have a quarterback. So Dave was
side of
wrong
history.
there again.
Speaking of
Dave
losing,
also sent me
Two L's.
let's just get this on the record, Tommy. I want this on the record. I want you to
Tommy,
note
get
it.
out the record.
I want you to fucking put it in your little
We'll see.
notebook.
get out the record.
Dave Portnoy texted me a couple hours before the game with a hot tip to bet on Michigan. I did not, but I want him to be held accountable for that. He had inside sources.
Did he clarify this game?
Yes,
I
don't
he
know.
said that. He said no. He said that. I'll tell you the exact.
Why didn't you jump on it? Who doesn't jump on it?
Because when you send a hot tip about your,
Your
own
own
team,
team.
I bet I've given a lot of hot tips about my own team and been wrong.
Yeah.
You don't trust a gambler.
A
Riggs.
Dave,
Yeah, I'm
Dave
just- a hot
fucking
tip is a hot
Michigan
tip.
tip.
Nah, when he sent that, I was
That's
like,
all you need is a
I
hot
don't know,
tip.
dude. This seems.
I mean, I'm glad you didn't, but I mean.
Yeah, he said basically Notre Dame had no shot. It
I don't know.
was a hot tip.
You didn't read it word for word.
Well, I don't want to bring. I'll show you it. I don't want to
air
incriminate anyone else. But let's just
All
say
right.
Dave's
Seems
hot tip
suspect.
stunk, and so I want it on the record. 'Cause
On the
every time
record
I lose a
also
bet
is that
for
there's
him-
no proof.
Well,
I'll
I
show
mean,
you
guys,
after.
you guys can hash it out on your new show, right?
Yes.
You can discuss it there.
Yes.
What is it called?
The Pick'em Podcast.
Pick'em Podcast. Okay. You got like 40 different shows.
No, that's the Pick'em Podcast. We have Barstool Sports Advisors coming Sunday morning. We have the College Football Game Day show coming Saturday morning.
The advisors is with Stu.
Yeah.
He was taking pictures of everybody in the office. The other
Dude,
day.
Stu Feiner,
He's so excited.
It was great.
He's back.
I had to tell him after we did the second test show, he asked for a picture with me and Dave, and I was like, Stu,
We're
work
like
together
coworkers.
now.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna
Imagine
be
if like
doing
after every
this
episode it was like fights. Can I get a picture? man?
17 weeks in a row. You can't ask for a picture every time. And he's like, but I just love pictures. And then his son was like, he just loves pictures.
I love that he rolls with his sons. They're
Yeah,
just
I
like
was like,
the
you know
finer
what?
crew comes
Yeah.
rolling in. It's
I'm
very
like, you know
funny.
what? I'll take a picture with you every time.
He like tapped me on the shoulder, like, is it cool if I take a picture? I
Yeah.
was like, sure, Stu.
With everyone. Everyone in the office.
And he posted one with
He's
everybody.
the best. I love him. He's a living legend.
And giving out winners, right? Speaking of big L's, Federer loses in the biggest like U.S. Open upset ever. Hubs was like crying about it. He's a weird tennis fan. He calls him Raj. He tweeted, he was like, "How I can't believe Raj lost." I'm like, what the fuck is that?
It's like, Raj. It's
He was
like,
actually upset.
Yeah, right?
it's
Hubs,
like
Hubs is
John
deep,
McEnroe
right?
and Hubs call him Raj. Those are like the only two people that call him Raj.
Raj, right?
Hubs, you were actually upset.
I didn't even hear
upset.
what you said.
I
Is that
said,
with Federer?
you're upset, right?
He's my favorite athlete of all time.
All time.
He's like
You call him
Tiger.
Raj.
Look,
Raj.
Raj.
My
no,
friend
that's-
Raj.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Raj.
I understand Federer's like the GOAT, but who the fuck is like a huge Federer fan?
You're a huge Tiger guy. It's like the
Right,
same
but
fucking
Tiger,
thing.
like a lot of people are massive Tiger. Like he changes everything. Federer's like boring. He's like
He's
sick,
the fucking
but
GOAT.
he's boring.
He's the best. I love him.
He's a snooze fan.
I feel high.
Raj got me.
Like I'm
My
just
favorite athlete of all
Like
time is
more
the
so than
tennis
like
I can't
Jeter?
like describe to you
More
why I
so
love
than
him.
more so than like Yankees.
Like he
Derek
is.
Jeter, Mariano Rivera.
Him and Jeter like one A, one
biggest
B.
Raj
Do
fan
you
of all
realize
time.
what you just said?
You watch the WNBA. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
the
that's,
same
I didn't say
The
Landon
gambling
Don's my
addict.
favorite athlete of all time. Roger, for a
Raj.
tennis player, is your favorite athlete
I
of
can
all
even
my
time.
understand if like
We're-
Nadal was like Rafa, you're all into that. He like Federer's just this.
I mean, he
He's
is a
just
machine.
cool. He's
a
like the
machine.
epitome of cool.
not cool.
When he
He
lost,
is.
so like when you lost this match, were you like?
I was up till 2 in the morning watching the fucking match.
Tommy,
Don't
what's
you have
going
like a
on?
huge Federer hat that you
His
wear?
favorite athlete
Wait,
of all
yeah,
time.
it's been
He
retired.
lost in 4 sets, right?
Yeah.
So at like 1:30, when you know where this thing is going, you're still watching.
No, because he's
seeing
always
this
going to
through?
come back and win.
Well, he didn't. Pal.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Sorry, Hubs. No offense.
And did you see?
Didn't mean to laugh.
You would have been like that dude who put up 25 grand. Some guy bet 25 grand to win
win
500
500
bucks and
idiots.
lost.
Oh, that's bad.
God.
I
But,
wouldn't
I
do
mean, that's
that.
how big of an upset it was. So
you
that guy,
imagine, like-
who thinks more upset? That dude who lost 25 grand or Hubs
No,
over
I
here with
think
Raj?
I think that guy
It's
went
his
like
favorite
bridge
athlete
shopping
of all
last night
time.
to see which one he was going
Sounds
to
like
jump
you
off.
might be out. You might be next.
Imagine what like that second set feeling was when he's like, wait a second, we could actually lose.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't feel like that till the
25 grand.
Oh, for that guy? Yeah.
To win
Yeah.
500 bucks.
Right.
You don't feel like he's going to actually lose until like the third set. Like, because it's still like fucking nobody.
Are you just there like Raj? Oh my
Raj,
God.
poor
Could you-
Raj.
In the fourth set, I mean, I
Raj.
was just in shambles. I was distraught.
So Hubs and all the other
I've
Roger
just never
Federer
heard
fans,
that
tough
before. Like,
weekend.
I get that.
the first time
I
ever.
feel like he gets like respectful applause. He doesn't get like that's my favorite athlete of all time.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
He's
and
super
he is-
dominant, but he's just like, that's it.
He's the definition of class and
But he's just
like
vanilla.
like his logo is fucking sweet.
I think he probably has the coolest logo.
Yeah, no,
Him
no,
and
no.
Tiger like
But
won it like
he's-
right
His
up
logo's
there.
better than Tiger's. I
Yeah.
would say.
To have a tennis player be your favorite athlete.
Just
Sorry.
It's just weird.
Sorry,
Yeah, I know.
Raj.
I admit it's very weird. It's just
You want to go see Raj and you want to go to the U.S. Open? Go to SeatGeek.
No offense, Hubs. No offense.
Get the
No
best
offense.
way to get tickets to any live event, be it sports, music, concerts, entertainment of any kind, stand-up comedy, plays, musicals, all of it. SeatGeek is the best way to get your tickets. You get the best price possible, and you get a guarantee that there's no fraudulent nonsense going on. Download the free SeatGeek app, go to settings, click add a promo code, enter Rundown, you get $10 off your first purchase. This theory's been floating around for a little bit now, and some dude took the time to put together a tweet thread to hash it all out with some like CSI type of investigation. Drake's fucking Kim K, or has fucked Kim K. Joe Budden, our almost coworker for a minute, he's talked about this on his podcast, but like I said, this dude went tweet by tweet explaining all sorts of lyrics throughout Drake's songs that really point to Kim K, namely being that Kim Kardashian's nickname is Kiki. So that's right in front of our
That
faces,
seems
Kiki.
pretty-
Down to like some more specific shit, like in songs he talks about like, I went down the block and made a right, and he lives on the same street as Kim, down and to the right. So some of the lyrics are stretched, some of it kind of right in front of your face, and the ultimate idea being that when people were like, Drake could release a song, but it'll like ruin everybody, so he's not gonna do it. People kind of laugh that off. I think if he fucked Kim K, he would be like, I'm not gonna put that on a song.
Yeah, I feel like it would be if this were all true and all the signs are pointing like to the truth in the right direction, all that. I would have the most artistic respect for this guy of all
If he
time.
didn't drop it,
like
right?
wove all these things into his fucking music
Right.
over years, and it took people a while to piece it together, and then it turned out to be true that he was just fucking Kim Kardashian.
And then, I mean, to be very publicly, everyone's like, you lost this battle. To have the restraint to just be like, when you have the trump card.
Tiptoeing through the whole thing, like that
Yeah.
would be
That-
amazing.
I mean, it's probably all ridiculous. It's probably more just a fun theory. But could you, I mean, what does Kanye do? What would Kanye do if it was proof? It was like the other biggest rapper in the game fucked your wife.
I don't really know if Kanye, like, I feel like you could tell him.
I mean, I guess somebody.
Wouldn't you be like, you'd be like peace and love forever?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit
I mean,
like
he
that,
is a
right?
true crazy person at this point, so maybe it wouldn't even matter.
Those pictures with Kim in that, like, neon green dress.
Yeah, buddy.
Marone.
When you're matching like your Lamborghini to your dresses and shit like that, big fire.
That's another level. That's a level it'd be. That's another level just intimidates me. Like I was saying
Yeah.
with the,
Wouldn't know how to handle it.
what's the chick who had the Anaconda song?
Nicki Minaj.
She intimidates me. These people just
Nicki
intimidate me.
Minaj.
Nicki
so,
Minaj
you know-
would break you, bro. She'd break
Nicki
you.
That's
Minaj's
just- they
gone
all-
too far. She's done too
Yes.
many plastic surgeries.
I agree with that. She's gone too much.
Well, of
But there
course,
was a
but,
time
like,
where it was
right.
Yeah,
like
but Kim actually has done a good job of somehow.
staying in that happy medium.
Yeah,
where
like
it's like your body
you know
looks pretty
it
fucking
is-
perfect, but
yeah, you know it's plastic surgery, but she still has some kind of natural. I don't know.
She resembles a person.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj's ass is like the size of this fucking chair. It's
Yeah,
like-
that the VMAs. I was like, what is going
Imagine if
on?
your ass was the size.
I mean, I don't know how she like sits down without like falling over. And
Well,
shit.
she's got a chair attached to her at all times.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like a
true.
beanbag.
She sits
chair.
at all times.
Yeah.
She just kind of leans back and
Right.
her ass hits the ground.
Yeah.
Last topic
Yeah,
of the
squats
rundown
must
is
be
brought
easy.
to you by Keeps. Tell them, Riggs.
Keeps. If you go to keeps.com/rundown, you're gonna get your first month free. Keeps offer the only FDA-approved hair loss products clinically proven to keep the hair you have. I'm reading this, that's why I have a hat on, because you got to try to keep the hair that you got. Keeps will do it. Keeps.com/rundown. They are generic versions of long-standing medications. Really interesting. Signing up takes less than 5 minutes. That's quick. It's only $10 to $35 a month. Keeps. Hair today, hair tomorrow. Keeps.com/rundown.
We got a video showdown to wrap up here. We got the roommate fight versus the road rage. The roommate fight, I don't know what the fuck's going on. This one girl's banging down the door. She's got some sort of like pole in her hand. Girl steps out, she whacks her, and she throws her down the steps. It was pretty fucking jarring, to be honest. And then you got the road rage, where this chick grabs like a tire iron from her trunk, smashing up the public bus, and then basically runs over an old man like 2 or 3 times who was trying to call the police. More crazy video. You got.
Huge upset in the roommate fight, I thought. It was like the little blonde girl against the big, kind of broad-shouldered brunette chick.
Short
And
chicks
the
are
little
crazy, man.
blonde girl, too, was like, she kind of had the upper hand. She had the pull at the beginning and all that. You're thinking, like, holy shit. And then once the other girl kind of got an advantage, I was like, this girl is done. She's
Short
toast.
girls, they're
And then
pitbull,
she
they're
just
crazy.
fucking threw the bigger chick down the stairs, stunning.
And then the girl's like laid out
Dead,
like a
completely
fucking,
dead at the bottom
like a
of the
chalk
stairs.
line, you know?
Yeah.
Those chicks will definitely be like best friends by tomorrow.
No problem.
We'll post like Instagrams together and all that.
Yeah.
But
It'll be
the
her
other one,
birthday, and it'll be like a 10-picture collage.
yeah, that I feel like happens all the time though. The other one was, I mean, crazy town.
That's a federal crime. This is a fucking public area. Are you fucking kidding me? Got a plate? Oh shit!
Oh, yo.
Oh, get that! Get that shit! She's going to fucking jail!
What the fuck?
Yo. Oh no, y'all gotta help me. That is
Yo.
whole car!
You guys doing?
Hello, 911. Just wait, sir. Hold on, just
Yo.
wait. Hey, look, hold on, just wait, baby. Hold on.
Yo.
Wait.
Yo.
Just wait, just wait. Just
The police are right there. Watch out.
Watch out, man!
Yo. Yo.
Yo, what the
I mean, at the end, the one dude is like yelling at the old man, like, "Why would you do that? Just get out of the way of the
And
car,
he was
man."
doing the classic, like, I don't want to draw attention to me trying to stop her. I'm just going to pretend to be on the phone in front of the car. You idiot.
At one point, he tried to like hop up on the
Yeah.
hood. He was just getting
Just
rolled, man.
Get the
the plate and go.
Get the plate.
Yeah.
They'll find her in like 25 minutes. It's
Yep.
not a big deal. We're not living in like the 40s.
You
No,
get
I'm
people
with
too,
you.
like whenever cars are involved, you get people to try to like reason with like the person.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out
You're
of
in
the way.
front of an automobile.
A car
Yeah.
is like, you can't talk to a car, dude.
You
Car will run
smashed
you
a
over.
city bus.
It's crazy. That's it. Anything for the after show? Dave is in Indy, so I guess we got to talk about that. Pat McAfee branched out on his own. Sounds like a lot of business got in the way. But also, to be honest, Pat McAfee is a fucking megastar. And at some point, I think he was going to branch out on his own. I think, some people need all the great shit that Barstool has to offer. I think that is a dude destined to be a free agent. So while I think it very much sucks, and I really do think he's going to be one of the biggest in what we do, maybe the biggest, WWF, the NFL ties, his persona, his attitude, his hardworking, all that shit. He was awesome. I do think it was kind of inevitable. It sucks that it happened as quickly as it did and under the circumstances that it did, but it's business, man.
Yeah, it sucks it happened. The only thing that I think people should understand is we didn't fire him because I had some people tweeting me on Friday being like, "How could you let him go?" It's like he quit.
He decided
I wish
to
it
go.
hadn't happened.
No, I mean I don't
quit.
I think it was not like. I think it could have been avoidable had we addressed a lot of these concerns.
Correct.
So in that sense, I think we kind of dropped the ball. But
But
at
he
the end of the
did
day, we
quit,
said,
right.
Pat, please stay, please stay.
Right.
And he said, no, I'm
We
going.
want him to
and he had
stay.
every right to do that, but it was not a firing.
Right, I don't
That-
begrudge him at all for
Yeah.
leaving, but it's not like we're like, oh, go ahead, Pat, get out of here. No, we wanted him to stay.
Yeah, it's also very rare in the Barstool universe for somebody to leave Barstool and
Correct.
then just get a ton of praise
Yeah.
from everybody.
But, I mean, that's
so-
kind of who Pat is. He's
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just
eternally
kinda
positive and makes great content and
it's tough to cage a guy like Pat.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
It's also
I think it was inevitable, but just happened. We kind of expedited it by a few
it sucks
things that got in
because
the way.
everybody loves Pat. He's the fucking man. It stinks. But also like you said, the sign was kind of there right. He's the kind of guy who couldn't even come to New York and do anything under our umbrella. It's like, dude, you do your thing.
Yeah.
We'd love for you to be a part of it. That was kind of a sign
It's
right out of
also
the gate.
already
You
a
can't
millionaire.
control Pat.
I don't know. If I was a millionaire, I'd be like, I don't know.
I don't know if I need you
change
guys.
it,
Like
yeah.
I can do my
Yeah.
own thing.
And shout out to all the Heartland guys. I mean, they were, it's not just Pat McAfee. It's a whole crew, and that all did good work. So I'm sure they'll just ride that McAfee wave. That's where Dave's out in Indy. I think kind of just smoothing things over. I don't know what he's doing out there, but it's not the last you've seen of Pat McAfee.
No.
No.
He might not be a Barstool employee anymore, but I'm sure at some point he'll be in a rough and rowdy ring, and I'm sure he'll be doing podcasts and all that stuff. So best of luck to Pat. Sucks that it's going to be elsewhere, all his success. But that's Hollywood, baby. That's business.
Sucks.
That's
Tommy,
it.
any thoughts?
Best of luck to everybody involved.
Oh, wow.
I heard
Well
that.
said,
I heard
Tommy.
that you were like, "I'll take Pat's spot." You were the one forcing him out. Is that
Yeah,
true?
some are
Yeah.
saying that. I wanted to really go to Indy and lead that off.
I heard.
I can't confirm.
You can't get out of Daddy's little shadow. Come on.
All right, good rundown.